This week I want to share with you about appreciating yourself. We read Psalm 139, verse 13 and 14 from the Message translation. It says, "Oh yes, you shaped me first inside, then out. You formed me in my mother's womb. I thank you, high God. You're breathtaking, body and soul. I am marvelously made. I worship in adoration. What a creation." You see, the foundation to a fruitful and successful life actually begins by appreciating who God has made you. It's so appalling the number of people who don't like themselves. Now, to celebrate others at the expense of yourself, or to treat yourself harshly than you would others, are signs you don't appreciate who God has made you or who you are. Now, King David wasn't exactly a perfect person. In sharp contrast to King Saul, he wasn't tall in stature. He was not born into a noble family, but he was grateful for who God made him. He understood that he was first David in God's heart before he was given a physical body and an environment to live in. He understood that God didn't make a mistake. He didn't define himself by his environment, what he had or what he didn't have. Rather he defined himself by the one who created him. He defined himself by the way God saw him. David thanked God and appreciated himself. I want you to get that. Here, he thanked God. He could lift his hands and thank God and at the same time appreciate himself for who God made him. He saw himself as God's creation and he exclaimed, "What a creation." You see, you should be able to say that about yourself. It will greatly affect your self-esteem and it will free you to be yourself because nobody is better than you. You're just amazing like that. So rather than go around being sad and having a negative attitude, take some time today to celebrate God and to appreciate yourself for who you are. If nobody takes you out, take yourself out. The truth is, everything around you might not be right yet, but it doesn't mean you are wrong. That the car didn't start doesn't mean you didn't start. You woke up. So just because something didn't work out as planned doesn't mean you aren't working. So when you start to, thank God for who He has made you, everything will begin to fall into place. And I want you to always remember that you are God's best version of you. Don't try to be another person. So celebrate everything that God has made you. Well, my name is Pastor Arome Tokula, and it's a great joy to be able to speak a word into your life this week. Do have a great week. You're highly favored and deeply loved. You are blessed.